इस लेक्चर में हम लोग पढ़ेंगे रिप्रेजेंटेशन स्टेट ट्रांसफर की, दैट इज द REST. So REST is an acronym of representation or representational state transfer, and it is an architecture style for a distributed hypermedia system. Distributed hypermedia system. And it was first prepared by Roe Fielding in 2000 in his famous dissertations. So basically REST is a style of architecture based on a set of principles that describe how network resources are defined and addressed. These principles were first described in 2000, which we are already told to you. And REST means representational state transfer is an alternative to the SOAP and JSON. SOAP is a simple object access protocol and JSON stands for JavaScript object notations. So REST is the alternative of SOAP and JSON. And REST is a style of software architecture as opposed to a set of standards. As a result, such applications are maintained or sometimes referred to as RESTful or REST style applications or architecture. And it provided to be popular choice for implementing web services. If we talk about the example, then the book suggests at the bottom of many of the article pages are dynamically generated and in part using a REST architecture. And it is one of the option of Amazon Web Services. There are some guidelines principle for REST, that is client server. So in client server, by separating the user interface concern from the data storage concern, we improve the probability of the user interface across multiple platforms and improve scalability by simplifying the server components. Second one is a stateless, means each request from client to server must contain all of the information necessary to understand the request and cannot take advantage of any stored context on the server. And session state is therefore kept entire on the client. Third one concept is cacheable, means cache constraints require that the data within a response to a request be implicitly or explicitly labeled as the cacheable or non-cacheable. If a response is cacheable, then a client cache is given to the right to reuse that response data for later equivalent requests. Next one is a layer system. So layer system style allow an architecture to be composed of hierarchical layer by constraining the component behavior such that each component cannot see beyond the immediate layer with which they are interacting. And next one is a code on demand, and this one is the optional. REST allow client functionality to be extended by downloading and executing code in the form of simplify client by reducing the number of features required to prepare immediately. What is the REST and web services? So with the help of following figure, we can understand the concept of REST and web services. This one is the service provider and this one is the service consumer. So this service consumer make a REST service request to the service provider, and the service provider make a response that is called XML service response. So in case of XML service response, all the formats are in the form of XML. So service consumer make a request to the service provider, and service provider generate a response to the service consumer in the form of XML queries. Next is the what is the resource of REST. So any information that can be named can be a resource. A document or image, a temporal services, a collections of other resource, a non-virtual object like as a person, and so on. So REST use a resource identifier to identify the particular resource involved in an interaction between the component. And the state of the resource at any particular time stamp is known as a resource representations. And basically, our representations contain data, metadata, and hypermedia, which link can help the client to transition to the next desired state. And the format of data for our representations is known as the media type. The media type identify specifications that define how representations is to be proceed. And a truly RESTful API look like as a hypertext. Every addressable unit of information carrier and addresses either explicitly or implicitly, like as a link and ID attributes are known as explicitly, and derived from the media type. Definitions and the representational structure is known as implicitly. So what is basically hypertext or hypermedia? So hypertext or hypermedia means the simulations, or we can say that the simultaneous presentation of information and control such that information become the affordance through which the user obtain choice and selection actions. And it should be noted that hypertext does not need to be HTML or XML or JSON. Any machine can follow link when they understood the data format and the relationship type. And the resource representations should be self-descriptive. means itself describe its type so that user can easily understand. As we know that client does not need to know if a resource is employee or the resource is a device. It should be act according to the request, or it should be act according to the media type associated with the resource. So in practice, we will end up creating lots of custom media types, normally one media type associated with the resource. And there are some methods, a resource method to be used to perform the desired transitions. And if we say that the resource method is HTTP or GET get or put or post or delete, then this is a wrong. This is not any method, or this is not any resource method. And one thing also noted that REST and HTTP both are not same. Many people are confused that REST and HTTP are same, but REST and HTTP are not same, because REST also intend to make the web more streamlined and standard so that they can advocate using REST principle more strictly. And in a simple way, we can say that REST architecture styles, data and functionalities are considered resource and are accessed using uniform resource identifier. And the resource are acted upon by using a set of simple, well-defined operations. Client and server exchange representations of resource by using a standardized interface and protocol, and that is typically hypertext transfer protocol. So this one is the whole concept related to the REST. In next lecture, we will see the web services and the link or communication of REST with the web services.